Hey everybody, welcome. I'm going to try and do a quick demo here of the Aquila marketing system. So I hope you bear with me. This system does so much. It's been really a challenge to try and figure out how to boil it down into sort of bite-sized chunks to give you a real flavor of what it does. But basically the idea is our Aquila marketing system is designed so that you can build, or we can build for you an entire custom marketing platform. The best way I like to look at this is based on something that I developed, which is called the TONS marketing system. TONS is an acronym, of course. It stands for traffic, offer, nurture, and sales. And here what we're talking about is when you want to do marketing at any level. So if we want to be building out an incredible system that's going to drive your growth in 2023, there are a couple things that we need to keep in mind. One is you have to have a place for your prospects to go. So they have to go someplace, right? Which is a website or a landing page, and it has to look good and has to answer their questions. Second is you got to get your ideal target customers to go there, right? So that's sort of the traffic part, both of those. Getting your ideal target customers to go to your website and landing page and learn about what you do. That's marketing step one. Marketing step two has to do with the offer. So once somebody is engaged with you, what happens? What turns them from a site visitor, somebody who is just checking you out, to a lead, somebody who raises their hand and says, hey, I'm interested in what you're doing. So the offer, I think, is really one of the most critical pieces. And I know I've sent a lot of emails out to people in the past. We've talked about it in other points on our website about how you craft a really good offer. So that's been incorporated directly into our solution here. I want to make it easy. I want to make sure that that's the one thing that isn't holding you back. Third piece is nurture, of course, right? So we have to build trust and authority, and we do that by educating our leads and our site visitors. But at this point, you're talking really working to educate your leads and your current customers on why they should be buying from you. Um, and you have to be able to do that lots of different ways, right? So from social media to text to email, chat widgets, you name it. If you're not where your customer is, it's really hard to get them to convert into uh, a real prospect. So then the last piece of my tons marketing system, of course, is the selling. So how do you turn prospects into clients? And that means going from a lead to an appointment of some kind, to a custom quote or to a quote, getting them to pay you, and delivering the service. So the Aquila marketing system is holistic and it's designed to do all that. So let's take a little bit of a look at this. This demo, I'm sort of looking at it in three ways, right? The first is the marketing piece. How are we getting customers to your website, to your landing pages, and what are they going to do when they're there? The second is sort of the broad nurture piece. Once somebody's interested, how do we get them to become a prospect? And the third is then once you have prospects, how do you close them into sales and manage that entire process as you grow your business? The dashboard. So I'm in the Aquila marketing system. You get to it by going to app.aquiladigital.com, and that's where you log in. So I want to show you how it works. I'm going to do a demo live here with real data, real accounts in two places. One is my account at Aquila Digital, so you can sort of see where we've got stuff that we're using for our own business, because it'll help with the demo a little bit. And I have a demo account which is called Joe's Gutters. There's lots of pieces that aren't necessarily done yet because it's not a real account. So I'm going to jump back and forth a little bit between the Joe's Gutter account here and the Aquila Digital account, just so I can show you what we need to do to try and show this process. So I said, this covers a ton, right? And when we think about Tons marketing system, I want to go to the beginning now and talk about the first part, which is sort of the traffic and where the traffic goes. So I'm going to jump right to the far end of the spectrum here. Our enterprise package, right, which is $597 a month. That includes everything. And really the difference between enterprise and pro is that it includes a full website redesign and a custom lead configurator. So we're gonna sort of start there and work our way backward a little bit if I can. So one of the things is, let's look at a website. In the Aquila marketing system, we can host websites. So they can be WordPress websites. They can be sites that don't have to be WordPress. We can put them right into this platform. So let's go here to sites. Sorry, I'm going to do it on the Joe here. So we have lead funnels that we build out. So landing pages and lead funnels. And we have websites. This is Joe's Gutters here, but let's say you're coming in and you say, well, Roel, I do want you to build me a nice new website, but where do we start? So first thing to look at here is that we have a huge template library of websites. So tons and tons of websites that we can use as a template. If we look at home services, right, you can see all kinds, HVACs, plumbers, bugs, appliances, solar, roofing, um, HVAC, building services, kitchen and baths. The one that I use to build Joe's for the sample is this one here, this Home Services Consultants. And when we look at how the gutter works, when we're building these websites to start, we like to start with a simple 5-page platform. So those 5 pages are the home page, an about us page, a portfolio, right, your work product, a blog potentially, it's great for SEO, and then the last would be pricing. So let's look at Joe's Gutters here. So this is the actual Joe's Gutters website we put up. I have 3 key rules to building websites. The first is it really needs to be clean, clear, and visual. More white space, the better. You can see we've got lots of white space. This is still a lot of dummy text, but the idea is this is pulling from the template and allows us to build out a mobilely responsive website fairly quickly. And get it up and running. So we obviously need to work with you to put your content in there, right? The 3 things that somebody who comes to your website needs to know: who are you, what do you do, and how much is it going to cost? So the who are you is a little bit on the home page, but I don't think the home page is the place to focus on who are you. Homepage should really be about what you do, in particular the problem that you solve. So many people do websites and they start at the top by talking all about them. Well, guess what? The visitor to your website doesn't care about you. They care about themselves. Talk about their problem first. Your headline, what's the problem you solve? What are the results that you deliver? So for example, you, the visitor, deserves the best gutters, better service, best results, period, right? So that's about you. And we're right up here answering the third question, which is what does it cost? So free online estimate. The About Us page is a great place to talk about you, particular who you are, what you do, why somebody should buy from you, etc. Right? The other big piece that's included in the enterprise is what I consider to be a better offer, which is helping people to understand the price of your services. So we build custom lead configurators for our clients in the professional package. So This is what one looks like. Get an instant online estimate, save up to $500. Okay, so let's look at gutter guards real quickly. Let's do test 2. It's first name, zip code, right? Answer some questions about your house. Size of my home, 1,000. It's 1 story. Mid slope. I like good quality because I'm cheap. Who are you? Let's do this one. Hoekstra. Put a different number in there just because the outgoing stuff comes from my phone number at the moment in this test account. And it tells you, all right, here's what gutters range from. So it's an estimate. It's not a price quote. And we're basically saying 3,000 to 8,000 for that kind of a house. So we will build for you a custom lead configurator for your business and put it on this page. And then it says, you know, you can click here to schedule an on-site consultation. So one of the things we're doing with part of this whole process is making it super easy for your customers to come to your website, learn about you, find an attractive offer, get information about what the project's going to cost, and then easily schedule an appointment. So they do all that. Right? Oh, good. Number came through. I got to give them an address. Put our business address in there. Just testing. And we hit submit. And you can see that we've got a requested appointment. By the way, I just got a text that confirmed all that, right? So that drops us back to the Aquila marketing system in terms of part 2. So the first thing is a great website. The second thing we want to cover, a great website and an offer. So that's really what's in the enterprise plan. Great website and offer. If you don't do the enterprise plan and you're just doing the professional, then you have a website, you have some offer. So it's a form, it's a phone number that people call, whatever it is. From there, we drop into, all right, how do you get more traffic to that website? And then how do you deal with what comes in from that website? So let's take a look at how the Aquila marketing system handles those pieces. The first thing we have to look at here, so you've got on here conversations, calendars, contacts, opportunity, and payments. So this is the first part of that. So one of the things in conversations, here's some of the conversations just from the samples that I just ran. But if you've got, this system gets integrated with all of your other platforms. So whether it's Google My Business, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, any of the Google, any of the messaging that comes in through there will come into this platform and can be managed in one place, right? You can, you're going to get all the scheduling calendars that you need. So at the moment we have just 2 calendars set up in the test. So an appointment calendar and a schedule a call calendar. Every user, so if you have 5 sales reps, they can all have their own calendar, etc. So you can manage all of your activities and all your people in this one place. Then you have contacts. So everybody you deal with, you have their contact information, everything that happens to them, what website, what pages they were on, what they bought, when they bought it, subscriptions. You can document all your calls through it, all your emails and texts. I'll jump over to Aquila just because it's got a little bit more. You can see in Aquila we have 40, let's look at my buddy Kerry. So you can see all the pages he visited, our whole conversations. We scheduled meetings, etc. So all of that exists in the contacts piece. So in settings, here we have integrations. So this system, as I said, gets integrated with everything. You can integrate your Google My Business account. You can integrate your Google Ads. This is Google My Business, Google Analytics, local ads if you're running through them, Facebook, QuickBook. We use Stripe, Shopify if you have it, TikTok. All those get integrated in here, so all that data comes in, as well as if you're using forms on Facebook or on TikTok, you can run your ads there and pull them directly in. Let's look at one other thing as it relates to that. So if you are doing your own advertising, right, you can track all of your ads in the system. So it'll pull all your Google ads and all the conversion data that you set up from that, right? All of your Facebook ads. You have attribution, you know, where everything comes from. Call reporting. You can see all your call data. You have as many Twilio numbers as you want, so we can use call tracking as it relates to specific ads. You can have call tracking for your business. Each salesperson can have their own call tracking number. So everything you need can be done through that. There's agent reporting and appointment reports. So the reporting basically gives you the management workplace, you know, so you understand what's working. Because really, when you're talking traffic, you've got, you know, 5 or 6 ways that you get it. Google My Business. SEO drives traffic organically. You pay for traffic through Facebook, Google, TikTok. You can run social media campaigns that drive traffic, and of course you can do email campaigns. You can do direct mail campaigns too, you know, so all that's about driving traffic somewhere, and it all can be tracked inside this platform. I will show you, I don't have anything set up here specifically, but we have a new social planner button. So if you have somebody doing social media for you, if you're doing your own social media, or if you want us to do social media for you, right, you do it all within inside here. So you can build out your posts, your videos, etc., and in one click, put them every place that you want to put them. Facebook, Instagram, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. They all get integrated in here. So you do them once, and they go out through all that. So it really becomes the platform for you to manage all aspects of your marketing process. Now let's talk about the second piece of this, which is something I think is a critical thing to making a CRM system work for you, and that's managing your customers and leads. So using it to communicate with them. So let's look at that a little bit, because that really falls here under what we consider to be automations, workflows. So I'm in Joe's Gutters. So when we have somebody that comes in, we build a couple workflows right off the bat. So these are automations. These are things that are going to happen without you having to do anything. So the first thing is when you get a new lead, right? New incoming lead comes in. Let's say it comes in from the lead configurator, right? If you have a lead that comes in from the lead configurator, all this happens instantly. So that lead that I just filled out for you and got text here, this is how it works, right? So we update the system, we add a contact tag for new lead, we can assign it to a user. If you have multiple users, that whole assignment thing can be done here, round robin, randomly. You do it manually if you want. You send out an SMS text message to the users, update a sales pipeline, right? In this particular case, we wait a minute, and then we send them. The reason we wait a minute is because we're giving people an option to go right to a scheduling calendar. If they don't go to the scheduling calendar, we send them a link to the scheduling calendar by text, by email. We wait 2 minutes, and then if it's during business hours, um, your phone or the sales rep's phone will ring, and it will say, uh, new lead from Joe, press 1 to connect. And if you press 1, it will call that person's number. So within 3 minutes, you can have that lead on the phone, and you've got all their information. Um, and the reason I say you all their information, can't really do a demo of it directly, but there's an online app. So there's an app for Google and Android. So everything that we're looking at on the computer here, you will have access to on your phone. So when that text comes in, right from within the app, you can look at their information, look at the form that they filled out, and make that outgoing call. So you can be on a job site, you can be on the beach, you can be at your desk. It doesn't matter. There's no reason for your nurture and sales process to slow down at all. You have it on your fingertips. So the first thing is you get that new incoming lead. We're going to talk about it a little bit later on in part 2 of this series, where we look at lead generation. We've recently found that Facebook lead forms work pretty well when combined with automation. So the way we do it now is we're doing ads. You can get them to complete their information on a Facebook form, comes into the system. As soon as it comes in, we are sending out a text to them saying, please verify your phone number. Press 1 to verify your phone number. If they press 1, now we update the lead to say that this is a verified lead, and send them a link to the scheduling calendar and pass them on to the client through the system, or if the client's not using the system by text or API otherwise, to say, hey, there's a client, he's verified, here he is, or she is, give him a call, right? So that's working pretty well. Again, they're talking about different kinds of traffic, and that's really covered in part 2, or different parts of paid traffic, and that's covered in part 2. Within this platform, you have a full email platform at your disposal, like Constant Contact, for example. So as soon as somebody comes into it, we can build out all kinds of automations that basically remind them of stuff. So the other big automation that we always want to start with is an appointment setting pipeline. So once somebody schedules an appointment with you, you want to be sending them reminders. Hey, your appointment's Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Hey, your appointment's in 5 hours. Hey, your appointment's there. And you can do that by text and email. And if they reply, you can automate your responses back. So these automations are incredibly powerful, and it's what really allows you to stay on top of leads. Because here's something for you. How many of you get leads and you can't get appointments? You call them once or twice. Well, I want to know, are you calling them 50 times? Are you calling them every day for the first 5 or 6 days? It's really hard to do that. But with the automations, it allows us to do that. So we can constantly be sort of saying, hey, you were interested in this. Here's how to take the next step. Here's an appointment calendar. Here's where you go to get more information. Here's how you download, a document, 5 mistakes not to make when you're buying gutters. So all that stuff can be done so that you're able to build that trust that you need to get somebody to move from lead to customer. And really what this platform allows you to do more than anything else is to maintain those touch points. Once you get a lead, you own that lead until they tell you to leave them alone. And, that's just a huge part of making this work, is building out the automations that allow it to happen. And as part of this process, I think we'll cover this in summary a little bit more, but we're not just giving you a platform and you have to do this. Our whole philosophy is that we take this platform, we customize it for your business, we make you successful at it. Simple as that. So you're buying a system, but you're buying the consultants to make it work for you. I mentioned the mobile app, which we don't really see here, but there is a mobile app. There is a reputation management piece, which is super important. This is the Joe's Gutter, so there's nothing here at the moment. But you completely integrate all your reputation management, and we give you a full funnel. So once somebody buys something, you can send them an automated review request. Grab your Google reviews. We can embed your Google reviews directly into your website so that they're always there. They will help you with SEO. So the idea here is if you've got your Google My Business listing, that will give you free traffic. As long as you post to it, right? And that's what the social media manager does earlier, and continue to get good reviews. So you automate that process, you will get more and more organic traffic. Okay, so let's talk about the last piece, which is taking prospects to sales. We can integrate all the payment processing piece directly in here. So we use Stripe in our business, so you can integrate Stripe. Some people use QuickBooks. We can send invoices directly. You can do text to pay. So you can just text somebody a link and it'll take them right to the payment page with inside Stripe. So the whole collecting money once you've got it sold can be directly integrated into the system. And then, of course, when you do that, and we will get that set up for you. When you do that, then your reporting, or at least the dashboard here, starts to become much better, and you can see what the actual sales are. You know, your lead funnel to sales, the value of the one. QuickBooks, you know, you're just literally attaching it right to your QuickBooks file. So, you know, marketing to accounting, it's all handled in one place. So really, my challenge all the time here is being effective at explaining all the things that you can do with the Aquila marketing system. This is an incredibly robust platform, and we work hard to customize it to be effective for you. It's best to think about it at a high level. It is the place where you can manage all of your marketing activities. We will customize it for your business. Our support that's built into the pricing that you see is we will get you onboarded. We will build out the customizations that you need, from website to lead configurator to automations. We will work to train you and your team on the platform. And if you're interested, we will run it for you and generate the leads. So all you have to do is use the system to close the leads. I think this is the best platform I've seen in 30 years of doing this work, and I want to make it super easy for you. We will do all the setup and customization and give you a unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not happy with what you got, we'll just give you all your money back and part ways. Nobody's ever done that, so it's not a big deal. And of course, the other thing is it is a month-to-month contract. So you are not obligated to stay with us for any length of time. You can cancel anytime you want. So there's obviously a cost to get started, but we've done everything we can to minimize the risk that this is not a good decision. And I want to add that between now and now and Friday, December 2nd, our Black Friday sale waives all setup fees and provides you with $1,000 advertising credit. So we'll talk about the advertising again a little bit more in part 2 and how that would apply. But if you sign up now for an annual plan, either the professional or the enterprise, we will get you a complete new customized marketing system, website, lead configurator, and give you $1,000 credit against advertising. Get it all done by Christmas.